Item: SCP-1035. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1035 is to be kept at Site-19's biological storage facility while research into its properties continues. Level 3 researchers assigned to the redacted project may request the use of SCP-1035 for research provided that requisition forms for D-Class personnel are filed at least 1 week prior. Materials that have been exposed to SCP-1035 for extended periods of time are to be treated as Class 2 biohazards and incinerated. Description: SCP-1035 is a pink woolen mitten, probably handmade, intended for wear by a small child. Interviews with the family suggest that another mitten of similar appearance was lost up to months prior to discovery. Its current location, and whether it shares SCP-1035's effects, is unknown. It is difficult to determine the precise date and time at which SCP-1035 began to manifest its effects, although extrapolation from currently available medical records suggests that the effects first began during late the 19th of February. SCP-1035 first came to the attention of the Foundation as a result of a Foundation asset embedded at Memorial Hospital, who at the time was investigating a possible data expunged. As a result of his position at the hospital, he was a witness to the death of Sally during emergency surgery, the first recorded fatality as a result of long-term SCP-1035 exposure. All civilians involved, including the parents of the child and medical staff, were administered varying doses of amnestics, and a cover story was spread involving a case of necrotizing fasciitis. Shortly thereafter, Agent was able to safely recover SCP-1035 from the family. Any organic matter placed within SCP-1035 begins to enter a rapidly accelerated state of decomposition. Short-term exposure to SCP-1035, less than 2 consecutive hours, is usually not harmful to healthy human beings, as the human immune system is generally able to cope with the effects of SCP-1035. Visible symptoms will begin to be displayed after approximately 2 hours of exposure, and by 24 hours health complications will usually have progressed to the point that the subject's death is all but inevitable. Non-living substances, non-human life, and human subjects with pre-existing health conditions may experience different effects from exposure to SCP-1035, especially data expunged. For a more comprehensive outline of SCP-1035's effects and an overview of experimentation on SCP-1035, see Document 1035. Exposure to SCP-1035 is cumulative, and repeated short-term exposure to SCP-1035 can be fatal. Humans who have experienced 2 hours of exposure to SCP-1035 may require over a week to return to full health. The following chart is based on information from Document 1035, and details the typical progression of symptoms in human subjects affected by SCP-1035. See Wiki for full document.